The fifth path to success is persistence. Never give up. Never give up. The road to success is not going to be easy. You are going to face obstacles. You are going to have missteps. But you always have to remember that you can become successful. And if you do the things that we've been talking about today, you will become successful. But you have to keep going. You have to be persistent. And what happens when we are unsuccessful? What happens when we make a mistake? What happens when we fail at something?
You learn.
He says you learn. Failure is not a personality trait. Failure is not you. Failure is an event. If you failed at something, it has nothing to say about you. It has everything to say about what you did. Your methods. Your methods were unsuccessful. How do you become successful then? Change your methods. Change what you're doing. Learn from the experience. Learn why you were not successful and become successful. And again, as I told you, this was my story. I joined a fraternity in college, and I was influenced by the wrong influences. I spent more time socializing than I did studying. How many of us have found ourselves in that situation? Many people, many people. And I hit a serious bump in the road. Like I told you, my counselor said, I don't think you're going to get into medical school. Just might as well give up now. Might as well just pack up your bags. And even my father, believe it or not, he's the biggest cheerleader I have today. But back then he said, you know what? Go into computer science. That's when you're going to get some good jobs there. But no, I knew I had a dream. I knew I had a vision. I knew I had a purpose. And so I dug down deep, and I told you what happened. I started to implement all the things that I've been talking about. To-do lists, reading before class, organizing my priorities. 10 A+ in a row. No one had ever done that at UCSD before. I ended up graduating with honors. And prior, when things were at their worst, people were saying, I don't know if you can do it. So this story should show you that you have to be persistent. You can never give up. Hold on to your goals and your dreams, and do what it takes in order to achieve them. And I know you will become successful. All right? So, I'm going to move on to the pitfalls now. All right? These are all the things that we should avoid, we should try not to do. All right? And I'm going to have the parents help me out on these, because these are messages, kids, that your parents are probably telling you on a daily basis. And because the message is coming from your parents, do you guys want to hear it? No, she said yes, but I think everybody else is saying no. Right? So the first pitfall is procrastination. What is procrastination? I want a student. Tell me what is procrastination? Johnny, what's procrastination?
Putting off for later what you can do today.
He's saying putting off for later what you can do today. It's basically waiting to the last minute to do something. How many of us find ourselves procrastinating every now and then? Everybody's hands should be up. A good example of procrastination, you know you have homework to do, but what do you tell yourself? Oh, I'll do my homework after I watch a little bit of TV, right? After I call my friend on the phone and find out what all the gossip was at school today, right? You know, after I have a little snack, right? What is procrastination, guys? Procrastination is really a lack of prioritization. You have forgotten what your priorities are. By watching TV before doing your homework, what are you saying? You're telling yourself that TV is my priority. TV is more important than doing my homework. How do you guys break procrastination, guys? How are you going to break procrastination? Students. He's set up a to-do list. Give him a round of applause. It's your priorities. It is your priorities. And sometimes we forget what our priorities are. That's human nature, it's okay. But what do? Look at your to-do list. You know the other way to break procrastination? I think sometimes when you have something to do, the thought of the entire process is very, very daunting. It's very, very intimidating. You think about your homework, oh, my homework's going to be 10 pages, oh, I don't even want to start. The way to break procrastination is to start. Just start. You don't even have to finish, just start. The hardest thing about doing anything is just starting. Once you start it, you say, oh, this is not so bad. Oh, the answers are all in the back. You know, I can figure this out. Just start. That's the best way to break procrastination.